Hey y'all, this is Moni.
And this is Kat.
Hey Kat. And this is the Fake Ass Book Club. Wait, can we both say it or no?
All right, you guys, welcome back to the show. It's your girl, Moni.
And this is Kat.
Hey, Kat.
Hey, Moni.
We're back, friend.
Yeah, we are.
We made it.
We did.
And you guys made it. Thank you for coming back. Feels good. Feels good to be here with you all.
It feels good to be home.
It does, definitely. So, you know, we've been talking about this last couple episodes, and, you know, it's a fake-ass episode this week, friends. A well-deserved fake-ass episode. How you feeling?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm lightly exhausted from all my abundance.
What?
But there's still room for gratitude in the exhaustion.
Okay, I like that. That's a very nice way to put that.
Thank you.
You know,
How you?
tired as hell.
That's another way of
AKA,
putting it.
you know what I mean? But I'm good because we're here and we're back, and this always gives me life too. So it's always very nice to have this as a, I don't know, a palate cleanser for my week, if you will. You know what I mean? Because it's just
It's like a little debriefing.
It is, definitely.
Yeah.
Especially when it's been a week where we haven't had a chance to touch base a bunch. So it is kind of nice. So yeah, it's like having our friends here with us as we kind of catch up on things. So, you know, with that in mind, I think this week we're really just getting into some general pop culture things. We're going to pop over on Reddit, maybe read some Am I the Asshole questions. And we're just going to let our hearts lead the way. We're going to follow our hearts out here in these streets.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we always encourage you guys to do too, as long as you ain't hurt nobody. So yes, with that, friend, I think it's only right to toss up our dedications. So everyone, hands over your hearts. All right, so this and every week, you guys, we always want to start our episodes off acknowledging our wonderful, fabulous patrons, okay, our Fab fam, if you will. Thank you so much for your continued support. We truly appreciate it. If you guys are interested in episodes without the ads, that's one great way to join our Patreon. You get that at the $1 mark. And also, with the $5 mark, you guys get 2 bonus episodes a month. Really fun content there. So if you are interested, slide over to Patreon /the Fab Podcast to become a patron. Also, I wanted to dedicate this week to just us friends showing up for each other, showing up each week. We've been podcasting our little tushies off. So just shout out to us, man, because life, it's a lot going on. We're juggling, but I think we're doing good. So shout out to us, and shout out to all of you guys doing the same.
Yeah.
And what about you, friend?
Yes, and I want to dedicate this episode to Apple TV's foundation. It has been giving me life. It's just a fantastic sci-fi. It's lush, visually lush, morally interesting, challenging, and has a dynamic Black female protagonist. So yeah, it's giving. So, and just everyone out there who's going out and making their art. I love to see it.
Excellent.
Dedication over.
Yeah, let's hear for representation. I like it. Awesome. So it was funny because I was just kind of sliding through just read it real quick, and I guess I didn't realize there was any real controversy with Snoop, but it was kind of like, and this could be old by now, but he's on some podcast. I don't know what the podcast is, but basically there's a piece of media out that has a lesbian couple apparently, and they have a child, and he finds
it's like,
that.
why do we have to see that?
Yeah, like I guess his whole thing was like, you know, I just came to see this movie. I didn't know, you know, basically like he felt blindsided by the fact that there was this lesbian couple with a child. And it's like, if you're there with your kids and stuff.
How sensitive Snoop is.
Well, what am I supposed to tell my children? That was kind of the
adult
gist
children?
to it. So I don't know if he was talking about his kids or just the kids, you know what I'm saying? Like the kids.
Oh, like, yeah. Well, Snoop loved the kids.
He loved the kids, you know, but I guess to me it just feels like you built your career on derogatory sort of,
I was
implications of
well,
women.
it's
What
too
would you
early
call
in
it?
the show to start cussing.
Is it? Wait a
Like,
minute. How many
you
moments
get
has it been?
dinged kind of like if you have too many cuss words at the beginning.
Okay.
So I was gonna say the F word.
Okay, don't say it then.
Okay. But he's been known for being controversial.
Yeah, and then like
putting it lightly.
hypersexualizing women.
Yeah.
All of these kinds of things.
Even in the videos, remember in Ain't Nothing But a G Thing, and they ran up on the girl and popped her top, and everyone saw her boobs and blah, 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 blah.
Like, how was I supposed to explain that? How was anybody supposed to explain that to their children? Like, I feel like a lot of his stuff over the years, families, people, parents have found themselves in a situation like, well, how am I supposed to explain this to my kids? And, it's like, well, so that I would say he needs to answer that question the way he would answer somebody who had that same question for him for any of the art that he's created that made them feel like that. And whether that was two strippers, like, how do you explain all the girl on girl action y'all love?
I think it's almost unfair to compare Snoop's work to whatever this film was. I'm assuming like it wasn't explicit. He's talking about just two women having a baby.
That's how I understand it.
Explicit content. That's a family. That's literally family entertainment. When you see a family with children,
they get mad about that though. Honestly, like I feel like our demographic of people, we're the old blacks now. You know what I mean?
We are
like
the old
they
blacks.
just
and I have heard
they don't
a
like
couple
it.
of the comments even about the hunting wives.
Oh, about the lesbianism.
Yeah, that was what was bothering them. Not the, messing with the underage children. That didn't warrant any pearl clutching. It was like, do you have to say all this lesbian stuff? And I was like, I would just respond, I'm like, I wasn't bothered by the lesbian stuff. What I found most offensive were those wigs.
Well,
real talk.
Obviously. I mean, any real American would have had that same gripe, but
thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I need to find out this woman's name. Her YouTube is so funny because she's from Louisiana, so her talking about hunting wives has been so funny.
It was good.
In her accent. And when she was talking about them wigs, she was like, "Oh my God, them wigs was thick as hell." It's like, girl, pluck them or something.
Do something. But yeah, so that was just one of the things that I saw, and I just kind of had to comment on that because I just thought that's kind of weird.
Know, like, are the producers of that, was the film called Lightning? I was trying to see what he was even talking about.
So now that I went back to Reddit, it's gone now. Like, it's lost in the feed, so I can't get back to it.
But I mean, I'm sure it's still in the whatever. Like, whatever thing he was talking about, whenever we see non-hetero couples, it's always this sort of like, oh, well, what about the children? The kids don't care because the way they got them was either the way you got your kids,
right? So you can talk about
adoption. And you can talk about how there's no wrong way to make a family except kidnapping. I would say that's a bad way. And people do that. And it's like, and you're not even bringing that up. I think that's way worse than two lesbians being like, let's do a bunch of paperwork.
I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of I have heard this talking point from people, even a little younger than Snoop though, but like in his demographic kind of. Like them just being disturbed by it. And so I don't think that's specific to them, but
fed that narrative. Because there's nothing inherently wrong with it unless you're just told by purity culture, basically, that it's just, there's gotta be, because that's what bothers me. It's like, you're not worried about, is there abuse in the house? Because that happens in a lot of hetero relationships. Yep. You're not worried, you're just worried about, like, it doesn't look like what you've been trained to think that this is the only healthy way that a household can look. When actually, the more people involved in the sphere of concern for your children, the better.
Amen.
Like, that actually care about them.
Thank you.
And the way that they express themselves sexually shouldn't have anything to do with the children, period, point blank. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they don't
like my sexual orientation doesn't affect my kids because they're not a part of it. So it wouldn't matter if I'm hetero or gay.
Yeah, you can be a shitty parent no matter who you're sleeping with. You know what I'm saying? I would venture to say that sometimes, like I feel like I can personally or have more access in my mind to heterosexual relationships that it's like, yeah, I can name several shitty parents. It's not like that automatically makes you the best kind of family. I know a lot of people fucked up behind. Yeah. Excuse me, we weren't using the F word this early. My bad.
Well, we're 13 minutes in.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys.
You just don't want it to be like in the first 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Woo, I passed it. But yeah, it's just like the shitty parents come in all shapes, sizes, genders, sexual preferences, all that kind of stuff. So that just took me out. I just thought, let me comment on that because I just think that's a little bit. It's like you, Snoop.
Really?
I just feel like you, of all people, really don't. Not this, and that's the thing. It is hard because it's like, I mean, I'm not saying he can't have an opinion. I just find it amusing that you're the one making this point.
Like, we shouldn't be looking to celebrities for, these are entertainers. They're not people who studied ethics or morals or even child rearing. Because I wonder how much. I mean, it seems like to me like he's a present and concerned parent, but I bet the day-to-day was done by his wife.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would assume so too, especially with the kind of career that he has had.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Out of town, you're out of the country a lot. So who's doing the day-to-day stuff? Like, and
Shit,
I
let
don't
her
know,
explain
this narrative of like somehow we're protecting the children by telling them gay people don't exist. I don't see how that's helpful.
And especially if they're one. Like, that's the other part. Your kids, I mean, at the end of the day,
well, they think that's how you get gay, is you see them on TV and then you get. That's why we're both gay.
Oh,
remember that time we we consumed
we're
that gay media, and now we're because from the Hunting Wives we're gay from that now.
I didn't even know.
I know. So I mean, tell your husband. It's not going to affect me too much because I'm single anyway.
Wait, are we gay for each other or just gay in general?
No, just like super gay.
Okay, so
like,
when I told my husband,
gay and slutty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
damn, that's something to look forward to. All right, cool.
But no, we're joking because
of
it's
course,
super
jokes.
silly.
These are jokes.
These are
we
jokes,
kid.
people.
We joke.
Like, we're both super straight.
Dude, yeah.
And because there's nothing you can do about that.
Right.
Like,
we even joke that it's like a scam. It's like if it was as easy as just choosing, I think a lot of people probably would have switched it up by now. But it's like, I guess here I am. This is where we are. Yeah. So anyway, I can't find it, but it was just crazy. I just had to bring that up, guys. Don't know if you were
internet.
I don't even know what to search.
Just Snoop commenting on lesbians.
Oh. I never come up. I'm like, always, I'm the worst.
The internet just does your bidding.
It doesn't
just treat
ever
it like
wanna...
a slave.
Oh, wow. And then it's going to come to life and kill me. I'm not going to do that.
I'm going to put Snoop
it's already listening
complaining
about lesbians. This is the first time in his life he's ever complained about girl on girl anything, I'm sure.
Lesbian parents.
Right. Not the kind at the club. Not them.
Let's see if we can find it. Oh, I spelled it wrong.
See, they didn't know. See, it ain't gonna show you.
Snoopy. I put Snoopy.
Do people even know who that is now? Do the children know who Snoopy is?
Like, he's on merch. Oh,
It's
okay.
Giving.
It was on It's Giving podcast. His frustration in children's movie. Oh, and the Disney film Lightyear. Because I was like, what's Lightyear? First off, Disney been had lesbians on all their stuff. Like, even when my kids were little. Like,
this ain't nothing new, bro.
That ain't nothing new. Like the Disney Channel. I remember, what was it, Good Luck Charlie? One of the little parents on there were lesbians.
He probably didn't watch some Disney shows with his kids and stuff, though. He was busy. I'm just no shade, Snoop. I'm just saying, like, your job didn't allow it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would have done if you were there. You know what I'm saying? But
at least he didn't do it during Pride Month. He waited until August.
Well, that's strike number 2 for him, though, ain't it?
For what?
For Snoop.
What did he do before?
What was the other didn't he just have a controversy where he performed for the Trump administration and stuff like that?
Well, he probably needed a pardon.
Can
we give him a pass for that?
Probably for some lesbian shit.
Like I said, like we found out that a lot of people have been moving not so great. So
yeah, not putting that on him, but at the end of the day, it's just like
so. And this is what really bothers me, because I'm assuming these lesbians in Lightyear, they're probably in a consensual relationship. You went and performed for a man who has a bunch of credible rape charges.
Ooh, but that was cool.
You didn't have nothing to say. What about them? Like, how do you explain that to your children?
We got paid for that. He paid for that movie, and that's not what he paid for.
So how do I explain that to my children?
Right. Ooh, right. That Uncle Snoop may or may not be a sellout at this point.
I would say definitely is.
Yeah.
Like, once again,
how am I supposed to explain that to my kids?
Y'all, in words, don't hate rape enough.
And I honestly feel like we can put a period behind that, and we can move on to some of these "Am I the asshole?" questions, friend. What do you think now?
I I agree with you.
Okay, let's do it.
So do you want to read this first one?
Nope.
Okay.
My throat's dry.
Speaking of which, is there anything left in that
No,
bottle?
no.
Oh, I killed it. Dang. That's probably for the best. Okie dokie. My 42-year-old female husband, 48 male, is MAGA.
Oh, man.
How apropos.
Damn it.
In need of some insight from people in a similar situation, I've, 42 female, been with my husband, 48, for over 20 years. We've never been overly political, but I definitely lost him to MAGA since around 2016 to 2017. Pause. Moni, what was happening around 2016, 2017? Oh, that's when he got elected the
election.
first
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Okay, got you. Is anyone else living in this situation? I'm finding it more impossible by the day, especially that we have our child repeating the views, and it's becoming an issue. I've been trying so hard to avoid politics. We agree not to speak about it, but it's nearly impossible to avoid flare-ups when something crazy is in the news. I'm a Democrat. My views have been pretty steadfast since we met. I'm not trying to do a blame game, but of the two of us, he's the one who's changed, and I'm at a real crossroads. How do you live with someone who has fundamentally changed? I don't want to divorce, but it seems like I'm being an idiot thinking I can just tough through this. If anyone else is in this situation, would love to hear. No one else I know is in the position, and I try not talking about it with friends. I know we probably need therapy, but therapy isn't going to change his views. Avoiding politics isn't working, and frankly, I'm sad I can't speak to my husband about the stuff in the news. I'm really struggling here and feel sort of desperate about it. Thanks for reading.
Damn. Yeah, I bet she is not. This has to be happening to so many people right now. I mean, leave him.
Okay. But she said she doesn't want to leave him.
All right. So then stay with him and nothing's going to change.
She said, I don't want to do divorce.
Right, I see that. I understand. And of course,
20 years.
You can't just throw that out there like that. But I will say that, in 20 years, I would venture to say you think that you've not changed. You have probably changed too. And I would also venture to say that he's always been this way, just like you've always been the way that you are. It's more likely that he felt more emboldened to share his viewpoints because they're more mainstream now and they bolster up and sort of hold up what he's always felt like was true. And now he can just say it with his chest. And so I think he's probably just showing you who he's always been, but he's doing it in a way where he doesn't care how it comes off, because that's the whole MAGA thing, right? Like they can just balls to the wall with it. And really just go super hard on those points. So I think you have to decide, because you're saying like you are disturbed by the talking points being repeated by your child. And you're going to have to decide, like it's your sanity, it's your mental health, it's your child. Obviously it's not just as easy as being like, okay, we'll just leave them. But I do think you actually have to ask yourself what it is that you want though in life. We only get one life. And sometimes, we change so much that because I don't think that it's reasonable to say, like, if you've been in a marriage for 20 years and you're at a point where you can't talk, I mean, politics is everywhere. There's no real avoiding that in your interpersonal relationships. So I think it's a red flag.
That was in the comment too, where someone had replied saying this isn't about politics, this is about values and empathy. That plays into your politics. Like people like to separate, like that's separate stuff. No, your values show up in your politics. So I feel like, well, from when we were talking about like you only get the one life, and then I started hearing Bon Jovi's
don't say
it's now or never. It's my life. Yeah, girl, you gotta.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have activated. Stop. Oh my God.
Yeah. You sound, person who wrote this, you sound very isolated and lonely. Like that's what struck me when you said you want to talk about it with your friends. That to me was like,
that's
damn.
crazy.
And you said therapy
probably
won't
embarrassing.
help. How do you know? You haven't done it.
He's not gonna go.
We don't know that.
Okay, if he goes, try that.
You
But I have a feeling that this dude ain't going.
You said you don't want to throw it out.
But if you're trying, that
because you deserve happiness in this one life that you have, and staying together just because it's been 20 years, you can't just follow just because math says so. No.
Yeah.
Like, and especially because you do have a child or children. Yeah, you said our child. If you love your child, you don't want them taking on values that aren't going to serve them. Because here's the other thing about MAGA. There's no way to have this much hate without hating yourself. Like, that's the thing about all of this.
That's the driving force.
Yeah. Like, when you love yourself and cherish yourself and have a good inner life, you don't want to express these values. So if you want your child to be good with themselves, you're probably, to me, MAGA is an abuse system, because to me, Make America Great Again, if you're trying to go back to how America was, it was more like, depending on what group you were in, you just had less rights. And that's what they're fighting against. And so I'm just saying, I don't know if your child is, male, female, non-binary, but if they're the last two, you definitely don't want this MAGA stuff.
And you don't want it for the first one either, because again, like, that internalized hate, it just limits your lived experience in a way that is so damaging that I don't even feel like they realize sometimes. Because when you're throwing men into that box, all they have is this visceral hate. Like, all they have is this energy. That's all. That's the only thing that gets bolstered.
That's all they have.
Yeah. So it's like,
but you could have so much more.
Yeah, it's sad though. At the end of the day, it ends up being really sad. So,
and you shouldn't have a sad life.
You deserve more.
My advice, my real advice is get the fuck up out of there. It's really hard. I would also say find some new friends.
Yeah.
So that's on your list of things to do. Go to therapy. Find a new husband, find new friends. Easy peasy.
And find the new friends first, I would say. Find the new friends first, because if for whatever reason you can't share with your friend group, I would say expand your community, find community. You're putting this out on Reddit, maybe people are responding to you. Reach out to people. Find there's got to be support groups. There's support groups for everything.
And I tried going to therapy with my ex, and it ended up not working it worked for me because I ended up leaving. That was the thing to do. Because we were doing couples therapy and I was doing individual therapy. And come to find out, the couples therapist, they were doing that stuff where you just stay together no matter what. Some certain groups are like that. That's not always the answer. So, I got my own therapist, talked it out, got up out of there. And it's not ideal, but...
I would just start building up the life I actually wanted while I'm still there. And then I think, too, once you have that and you're not necessary, it's like, I think you'll naturally just end up growing apart from this person unless there is some change. You can't change people. People have to want to change on their own. There's nothing you can say. He's known you for 20 years. If him knowing you and seeing your values lived out, he knows already. So, he don't care about none of that stuff.
Yeah. But you do have to
save yourself, save your baby.
You have to save yourself, and you have to, keeping it inside isn't going to help. That's and it's hard, but ultimately at the end of the day, clarity is kindness. Like, that is actually going to be more kind for your soon-to-be ex-husband as well. All right.
Amen.
So we're going to move on to another relationship problem. I picked a lot of relationship stuff because it's just so...
It's juicy.
Okay. Female 40 with male 43-year-old partner of 24 years.
Ooh.
He paid for oral sex from a stripper at a bachelor party. Let's go. I am a female 40 and my husband is male 43. I've been with him since I was 16. We've built a beautiful life, or so I thought. We have 3 children, 16, 14, and 4. We have a good sex life and connection.
I was tripping.
He recently went to a bachelor party in Miami. When he came back, he was very distant. I assumed he was sick from vacation. 3 days passed and I knew something was wrong. I asked him about the trip and he brushed it off. He avoided conversations with me and the kids, continuously cleaned the bathroom after using it.
Syphilis.
On day 4, he cuddled with me, my 4-year-old, and then told me, I'm ready to tell you what happened on the trip. I immediately knew something was wrong. I started crying and asked him if he cheated on me. He told the very first night they went to a strip club. He stated he got extremely drunk and paid the stripper for oral sex. He told me he feels like a POS and a horrible person and father. He said he had to tell me because of his guilt and love for me. I am totally devastated. I couldn't breathe. My life was destroyed.
I asked him why he would do this, why risk his entire family over one BJ from a stripper. All he could say was like he doesn't know why and kept apologizing. I asked him how much he paid. He said $300. The worst part, I asked him if he used protection. He said no. I felt betrayed, belittled, heartbroken. I felt extreme grief for our children. He's a great dad and was a good husband. I told him to get tested for his own sake. Our family will never be the same again. I had to leave the house as I could not stand the sight of him or the sound of his voice. I booked a hotel for the weekend to clear my mind. I was crying, as Moni should be right now, but didn't want to tell the kids why. I just asked them if they wanted to go to the hotel with me because I needed to get away. I told them they could also stay with their dad, and I'll see them Sunday. They all decided to go with me. He begged us not to leave, but he didn't want to be alone. I told him he should have thought about that before getting a BJ.
$300 on it.
I asked him again if the film was only worth $300 and a cum. He pleaded, saying it was a mistake. He'll never do it again. It was less than judgment. He loves me, loves the kids, our family. I left with the kids to think, I want to be strong. A part of me loves him so dearly. The other part, I despise him for the scumbag he is. I am so conflicted and confused. I know I should leave him, but a part of me is grieving us when I return home. I'm asking him to move out to give me time to process. I could really use some support and advice. TLDR hasn't confessed to paying for... Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah.
I'm gonna let you go first this time.
Well, I just feel like I was talking so much.
Okay, well then I'll go.
Okay.
First of all, I'm sorry to hear that. That is absolutely devastating news, and my little chuckling about finding out that he paid $300 is not actually funny. But it's so absurd that it's like, wow.
For real?
Well, what strikes me is that you said you've been with this person since you were 16, and I can only imagine the person that you have built him up to be in your mind over time. Like when you see the crack in the veneer, how like out of body of an experience that has to be so deeply disappointing, especially when you have kids and they're too young for you to just be like, well, he paid for sex with a stripper
stranger
on the first day he was away from us. You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't wait. This bitch couldn't wait.
Night one.
Didn't know how to handle himself at all. So he basically kind of loves us, but not in the way that we can appreciate and that I can stand for.
Well,
so
I mean, to be fair, he made it 24 years
that we know of.
It sounds like he's not the type who can really do this.
That we know of. He did it. We all are the type. I want to stop saying that. Like everybody's capable.
Saying his behavior when he got back, because
she could just tell. I know you.
Yeah.
I've known you for 20 years.
Yeah.
So why are you being
like
weird?
The fact he wasn't able to be cool about it.
So I will say, yeah. Like I'm glad because a lot of people wouldn't say that. So yes, it is good that he said that and let you know and was honest about it. I think it's really great that you made the choice for yourself to take some time away, separate yourself so that you're not getting love bombed and feeling guilty for feeling the way that you feel. You are right to feel how you feel. Take as much time as you need.
And really he should have left.
Right, but also too, sometimes they won't. Sometimes they won't.
Because you can go somewhere where he can't
you
just
have
come
to
in
be
the middle
willing
of the night and all that
because
stuff.
he feels entitled to be there and all that kind of stuff. And so rebuilding is hard, but I hate to say it. I think it comes down to this. I think these sort of incidents sometimes will then be the focal point of your relationship moving forward. So like if you decide I think either way you decide, I would support it. Like if you said, you know what, I have all of this history with this person. He messed up. I'm willing to give him another chance. I think lots of therapy would have to be involved. And, you have to rebuild. I mean, it takes a lot of work and it could be another 20 years before it even.
Beyonce and Jay-Z did it. Maybe you should ask Beyonce how to do it.
No, you should ask people in your same socioeconomic. I think you need to, again, find you a support group. Find you some people who've been through this.
Emotionally, no matter how much money you have, it still does that to you. Like they just had to start, they just rebuilt their relationship. Like got a new ring and everything.
It just feels right. I'm just saying,
not suggesting that. My route was let's call the lawyer.
I think you're going to have some hard conversations with yourself because this does feel like when this kind of thing happens, you have to reframe the way you've seen your life, because now you're questioning every single thing. And so like when trust gets broken like that, it's just super hard to rebuild. So you just have to decide how hard you want to fight for it. And then I think if you try and it doesn't work, it's
fine.
okay. I mean, like sometimes these things can be deal breakers. Sometimes people can work through them.
And it's really unfair because it sounds like you didn't do anything wrong. And, you know, and also I wonder what you would guess his reaction would be if you got head from a stripper on a bachelorette trip.
Right.
And just
For
came
free.
home. And paid for it. No, I think it's more insulting that, I don't know, is it worse or better that you paid for it? Like, I guess.
I don't know. The $300 is $300 out my kids' mouths and out of our family. Like, I mean, yeah.
So
maybe that is worse.
Imagine if she went away and spent
It's like you paid $300.
And like I said, and let's just say like she didn't even work. She used your money to pay, you know, some other, you know, somebody to go to town on her lady business, and then just came home to you on some
acting all weird and shit. Honey, I gotta tell you the truth about what happened in Miami. I've spent $300 for some random man.
That's a doozy.
To do what you couldn't do now.
That's a doozy. Okay, this next one's short. Do you want to read this one?
Yeah. Oh, did we wrap that up? Did we say everything?
I mean, what else is there to say? Either divorce him or get some therapy. There's nothing really else in between.
Ta-da.
Because that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. But at the end of the day, and quite honestly, everybody needs to go to therapy. So just go to therapy
just
anyway.
Go, girl. Yeah.
And talk
whatever
these
you
feelings
choose
out.
Okay.
And I mean, it needs, if nothing else, you got your kids. So a lot of times when you stop, you know, like a 4-year-old, God.
Y'all were tripping with that one. See, now had y'all not had that one, it would have been way easier to get the fuck up out of there, sis. I'm just saying, like that 4-year-old, that's where you fucked up. Because them other two, you was almost done. You could have been like, you know what, I'm out this bitch. And then the kids are old enough to decide who they want to stay with. And, you know, we can work from it in 2 different places. And then if we can work our way back to it being regular, then we can. But if we can't, I'm already got my own shit and I'm out.
You said one more.
So, yeah, my heart goes out to you, though. That was really messed up. That is not what anybody wants to hear from their husband of 20-something years.
But also, not that it's okay, but I don't know, like, because it's never been my situation, because it's that idea of, like, I've been with this one person my entire life. So you've never had any sexual variety. But you also, if you want that, you have to be able to extend that to your partner.
Yeah.
Like, because it usually just goes in one direction, like on Hunting
and
Wives.
wives,
It's
right.
like, well, we can, you know, me and Jen.
Because you're so scared it's going to be better. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So, but real talk, if I think the only thing that will make things even is if you get to sleep with someone else. So I suggest doing that too. Therapy or divorce, and definitely sleep with somebody else.
But use protection.
So that protect yourself. But like I said, because you're going to have to go through the rest of your life with that knowledge.
But then also, it's like, I mean, if that's what you want to do, right? Because this is just like, that ain't. What if you, anywho, I don't know. I don't know if I'm recommending that last one unless it just was like there's already been somebody you wanted to.
There's always. I mean,
okay. All right. Next caller.
I mean, not that. I mean, there's got to be somebody.
I'm sure there is. I'm just saying, like, if you're ready, because you might not.
Right.
Fresh off of this, that might be the last thing you're thinking about.
But that is going to definitely
it's like when it's time, honey.
Put a damper probably on your future sex life with this person. Your mind's going to go to, you know.
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't get another BJ from me for the rest of your life.
Oof.
Sorry about your love. Sorry about you. But ain't happening.
Facts.
Because I know.
Maybe,
and you didn't even wear protection.
I think that's the best solution.
Yeah,
I'm
no
gonna
more
stay
BJs
with
for you.
We can move forward, but there are no more BJs in your future.
But maybe she wasn't giving them to begin with, and that's why he paid $300 for
Oh, that's interesting too.
We could really break this down. We don't know. We don't know.
But the main thing is he violated consent. Like, that was a part of your relationship, and if he stepped outside of that, he violated consent. So if he's willing to make amends and you're willing to accept it, that's what's up. If not, then it's over. Because you were making it sound like, I know I should leave him. There's no should in this.
Yeah,
like,
you can.
That's the whole thing. Like, it's not a done thing. It's like, you made a mistake and I'm out because you broke a vow, but what about all the other vows?
Yeah, that part. Good luck to you, though. All right, so
All
I'm
right.
gonna read this next one. All right.
These are with some younger people.
All right, so this is also a relationship one because Kat picked it. All right, so I'm just gonna go straight into it. It says my boyfriend said sex with me is not mind blowing.
Oh wait, you get the age.
And I'm not tight enough. Are we doomed? Oh my God. My boyfriend, 27-year-old male, and I, 26-year-old female, have been together off and on for about 1 year and 8 months. Our only issue is that in this relationship, it feels like sex is not the best sometimes. Damn. I feel loose sometimes, and sometimes I feel tight, but I am never tight enough for it to be mind-blowing. We both don't want to leave each other, and we have plans for the future and everything, but I feel like he will start looking outside for something mind-blowing one day and cheat. He also doesn't last very long sometimes, but I don't really care. I'm more worried about me not satisfying him because I know that he's been with other women and that have given him amazing sex. Are we doomed? Yes. Next caller.
So, Moni,
That made me so mad. All of it.
there was a lot there. Even though this was
That's
short,
a short one, but it was a lot.
There was a lot. Yes, I do feel like you are doomed.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, here's the. Okay.
yeah, you
What do you mean?
first.
So sometimes you're loose and sometimes you're tight.
Like, what do you mean?
I'm confused about that one.
It's
So-
because he's saying that to you?
Right. Like that's what I don't know. And it's like, well, is he fully erect? Like that can have an effect, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's like you might not be loose. He might just not
'cause
have
she's-
any girth.
She said she's 27. She's 26.
She's 26. He's
So
27.
very young, but still old enough.
That's old enough. I mean,
But we don't know how experienced. It sounds like she might be sexually inexperienced, if I had to guess. Because sometimes people do lose their virginity later in life.
yeah,
because
nothing wrong with
maybe
it.
They weren't super cool. And she's saying because she knows he's been with women that have given him amazing sex. How do you know that?
Because he's told you? Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm curious to know what the conversations they're
'cause-
having around their sexual relationship. And I'm a little concerned, sis, because you're more worried about not satisfying him because you're worried about other women he's been with. I don't even know why other women are in the bedroom with y'all still. It should only be you, and you guys can explore what makes sex mind-blowing for you guys. There's so many different options. And so, like, the fact that you're taking the brunt of, like, oh, this, I just feel like I don't have a lot of information about how these conversations are going, but from what you wrote, it sounds like this is his commentary to you. And so you guys might not be sexually compatible, but I wouldn't necessarily take all that on to you. Sounds like he's probably part of the problem too, because how turned on are you versus not? And like Kat said, I mean, is he all the way there with it? What is he showing up with? You're saying you don't care because it sounds like there's some other things that you probably like about this man. But if he's
your grammar isn't very good.
this girl? Mm-hmm. That's why
I'm just saying.
That's
the
not
other
helpful,
ones were
Kat.
written better. I just noticed they punctuated and capitalized. the
Not
I's.
helpful, but I think
I'm just saying, like you writing for advice, like maybe tighten up a little on the grammar.
so. Not only is your coochie not tight, neither is your wow.
No, I don't think this is. I don't know about your coochie. Okay, if you feel like you're loose, like you need to see someone. Like that's not.
Yeah, because is he just small or is it actually loose? I don't know what's happening. Because if she's hyper aroused and he's maybe like really small, maybe he's just, you know what I mean?
It doesn't sound like anyone's hyper aroused. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's true.
If it's not mind
It's just you saying it sometimes.
You both deserve to have good sex lives. And
Yeah. And somebody dedicated to making sure, like if when you're really into somebody, it seems like the fun part is trying to make it as mind-blowing as it can be. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's some sex therapy or something.
My only issue is in this relationship, he feels like the sex is not the best sometimes. I feel loose sometimes and sometimes I feel. So it sounds like that's maybe him telling her that.
It is him telling her that because I don't know how else she would know that unless it's just flopping
but I'm
out
never
every
tight
time.
enough for it to be mind blowing. Yeah, break up
Yeah.
immediately.
Get him
if
out of
that's
there. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
And actually, he should have broken up with you and told you for a different reason.
Yeah,
'cause
and
that
it's
was
just
just
like we're not
rude.
sexually compatible.
And
Like
that's-
I mean,
and
that
that's
would be good enough to
fine.
say.
Yeah,
You know
you're
what I
both
mean?
still
And you
very
kind of know that.
young.
Yeah, good day.
Yeah,
And get out of there before you accidentally get pregnant, girl. These laws are sketchy, and you don't want to be stuck with him being your. He sounds like an asshole. So
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read this
Okay.
one. My husband, 34. Okay. My husband. Okay, this is 34 female. My husband, 34 male, screamed at our daughter just for singing Golden. How do I get him to realize it's not okay?
Ooh, Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters. That's such a good
I
song.
met my husband 12 years ago and have been married for 7 years. He's generally a sweet and kind-hearted person and usually fun to be around. We have a 6-year-old daughter who's also terrific. Lately, her favorite film is K-pop Demon Hunters and absolutely loves singing the songs, especially Your Idol and Golden.
Yes.
She memorized all the lyrics. I know her constantly singing it can be a bit annoying, but I used to drive my parents crazy singing songs from The Lion King, so I don't mind too much. My husband, however, hated that film, and I tried to encourage her to sing it only when he's not around. Yesterday, though, once she sung Golden, he flipped out and screamed at her and warned her not to sing anything from Demon Hunters anymore. I tried to calm him down, but he accused me of lying to myself and says I secretly wanted to stop and that he's the brave one, the brave one enough to do something about it. As a result of his screaming, she won't talk to him. Good for her. How do I get him to realize that it's not okay to scream and to apologize? So, Moni, do me a favor. Remind me what the song Golden, like, how does that go? Sing it.
I was a ghost. I was alone. Give that thumb. Something. Yeah, it goes like that. But
It's a power anthem.
it's a power anthem, and it's basically talking about how you're allowing
I'm
yourself
done
to become.
hiding now.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be the person I was born to be. So
It's
it's an
basically-
empowering song,
This generation's Let It Go.
basically.
Yeah.
Yes, very
Yes.
much so.
Which I had to listen to a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it's part of being a parent. Like I'm
But I liked
annoyed.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
annoyed.
Yeah, like it happens. Kids like repetition.
And it because there's a nice way to be like, honey,
Mommy needs
your voice is amazing. Right. Like it's like, so, can you go in your room and sing your song? Or we can, or something. Like you don't have to yell. Like it's not that deep. So he sounds like and also what's the issue?
He was the asshole.
He was definitely the asshole. And what was he doesn't don't sing the songs from K-pop and Demon Hunters. So maybe he has an issue with the movie in general. So I'm curious to know if he feels like they're, because it has the word demon in it. People get all panties in a bunch about it.
I mean, I got a feeling just how she spelled favorite. This might be a UK couple.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if maybe he doesn't like the fact that they're Asian.
Ooh, maybe.
know?
How? I mean,
There's so many things to be against. I feel like so she's not even asking, am I the asshole? She realizes she's not the asshole. She's asking, how do I get him to realize it's not okay? I take the thing too, the tact your 12-year-old's doing, don't talk to him. Like if you don't know how to use your
until we
inside
can
voice,
have a real conversation about it and you learn how to speak to me, like you need to speak to a 6 or 7-year-old child. You know what I'm saying? Having your dad yelling at you because you were finding joy in art.
Oh, I'm sorry.
is
She wasn't
crazy.
12. You're right. The daughter was 6.
She
I
is
was
a
looking at 12
little-
years. They were,
a little bitty
Yeah,
girl.
they've known each other for 12
And how
years.
crushing that is
Oh
when
my
your
God,
father like
yes.
yells at you you're like,
For doing something you love?
and then like that's not cool. So I would just be like, I would use that as the leverage to that actual conversation. Like you already know Lydia's pissed, okay? Because she's already ignoring you. And I feel like
scared.
she's not ready to talk to you because of how you handled that. And so until you can come and have her talk like a grown up about, you know what I'm saying, why you felt like you had to yell at her or whatever, you know what I mean? Like you need to explain yourself. And I think maybe even just after he's not mad about it in that moment, maybe he can get to a place where, because you're saying like in every other instance, he's usually fine. And maybe he's short-tempered. I mean, this might be something that you guys see in other areas of his life, but this just activates him or whatever. But he needs to figure that out. You have a or 7-year-old child at home. They're going to be annoying. That's what they do. That's what they're there for. That's how they're used. Okay. So there's no escaping that. So this is a you problem. This is how you process when you're feeling annoyed with an innocent child who's expressing love and art and something that they're excited about. Like we just had a whole side conversation, maybe in the Patreon or in between recording, where you were mentioning a comedian saying like a lot of, the parenting stuff is like really boring, and or it just taking time for your kids to be into stuff that you're interested in talking to them about. So maybe ask her, what do you like about this song? Maybe the buy-in is really trying to connect with your daughter because the words are really, really good. You know what I'm saying?
And there's a part of me that sort of relates to this because I remember having an adult family member kind of freak out at me when I was singing She's Got the Power from Jim and the Holograms about Synergy. She's got the power, she's got the power. I love singing that song. It was a power anthem. I love a good power anthem.
What was the feedback? Shut your ass up.
Because only Jesus has the power. And that's a man. So saying she has the power is blasphemous.
Whoa, that is not what blasphemy means.
Maybe that's my origin story.
It might be. That just, oh my God, that's disgusting too. I hate that as well. That's so dumb.
Yeah.
But
so I really resonate. I really like how the 6-year-old, I like how and the children do have a way of kind of, because they have fresh eyes and everything. I like her approach, which was like, I'm not going to apologize. I'm not trying to get daddy.
No.
I'm not talking to that dude. Because you know what? I know this song is the shit.
And okay, you don't love it. I mean, he's
not
allowed,
for you.
right? It's not really for you, and it's okay that you don't like it, but just shitting on it because you feel
and
like
screaming.
and screaming at her, like you need to gain some self-control. I would venture to say that he definitely needs some therapy and anger management.
He said not to sing anything.
That's what I said.
From Demon Hunters.
He got a
anymore.
problem with this movie. Have the conversation with your wife about what the actual problem is you have with this piece of cinema, and then maybe pull up the lyrics. I was a ghost, I was alone, given the throne I didn't know how to believe. I was a queen that I was meant to be. I lived 2 lives, tried to play both sides, couldn't find my own place. Called the problem child because I got too wild, but now that's how I'm getting paid. I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. We dreamed hard, we came so far, now I believe.
I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. Oh, that song is awesome.
It's so good. And then it's like, we're going up, up, up. It's some on it. We're together, we're glowing. Gonna be so golden. And it's upbeat. It's such a positive message. I get that hearing it a million times would be annoying, but you're a parent. Get over yourself. Find some patience. Do some breathing exercises. Learn how to talk to your child.
And you should always
Give me a break.
And also make him look at a photograph of a 34-year-old man yelling at a 6-year-old and be like, "This is you.
Yeah,
this is what
the
you
optics
look like."
are all over. That you look a mess. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And then to imply that like I'm the hero in this story, bitch. What?
Bitch, please.
I'm saying what you won't tell her.
What no one else wants to say.
The 6-year-olds are annoying when they repeatedly sing songs, bitch.
Get this hoe some
Who
earbuds.
do you think you are?
Yeah.
Fuck out of
if
here.
It's that much.
Yeah, give that
because
baby some
sometimes you
earphones.
give the baby. Or I was talking about the husband. That's the baby.
Oh, well, both of them.
Like if this
Because
is
sometimes you don't go listen.
if it's
Go in the
too
room
much,
and listen
if
to
you
it or
can't
whatever.
take another minute of it, go.
Baby, can you get your
'cause
earphones?
I do remember my dad. For whatever reason, he didn't like the pitch of like, he didn't get on me for listening to Jim and the Holograms in the song. That wasn't his type of music. Obviously, he wanted to listen to like Earl Klugh.
Wind and Fire.
Yeah, like this wasn't doing it for him. But he wasn't like, you can't watch it. He's like, I'm just gonna go in here.
Right.
And he couldn't stand Alvin and the Chipmunks. Like
Right.
something about that just great. That was just like fingernails on the chalkboard for him.
And then just say that too. Be like, look, I know you love this song, but for some reason when I hear it, it actually makes, and then they can understand that too. So sometimes after I've heard it, I can't. So can we get some earphones? Or I'm going to have to walk out. I don't want you to think this is, because here's the thing, as children, you internalize that yelling
is it
directly.
you?
Like they don't know how to separate that. Like that's horrifying. You need to be better. That's terrible.
Go to jail.
I don't like him.
I don't like him either.
Yeah, he needs
a
to
lot
do
of these
better.
relationships, I'm noticing it. I need to find where a woman's the problem because they're gonna come after us for man bashing again.
You found all of them.
I'm
so
sorry,
this
the
is
funniest
you problem.
ones at these titles.
Well, hold up. Let's take a quick break real quick.
Okay,
Let's
cool,
take a
cool,
break,
cool.
you guys. We'll be right back. right, guys. So we're back from the break.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm curious to know if you have any other Am I the Asshole / relationship tragedies that we need to comment on today.
Oh, but I do.
Oh, my God. Is it a relationship?
It is. I'm sorry. I tried to go outside of it, but these are just the best ones.
Fine.
Okay.
Well, at least we have a theme going.
Yeah, it's either this or somebody didn't pay me money. Okay. So, boyfriend, 29 male, said he'd dump me, 25 female, if I got cancer. I don't know what to do. I mean, don't get cancer. I was having some weird pain in my boob. So for a few days, and I told him about it and said it might be because of my bra, and I hope it's not anything serious. I don't have a history of breast cancer, but still a random pain was worrying. He said it's probably not anything serious, and the topic went to cancer and mastectomies, and I asked him how he'd feel if I lost my boobs. I guess I thought he would say he'd be okay with it, but he said it'd be weird for him, but I could get implants. And I told him some people can't. I'm not sure if that's 100% true, but it's something I heard, and he just said that's rough. I kind of pushed the topic because he wasn't answering, and I told him it's hard for the partner too, and I partially understood if they break up, and he'd probably break, and then he said his opinion that he wouldn't be able to be attracted, and it'd affect the whole relationship, so he'd probably break up. I was shocked because I love my boyfriend and I'm so attracted to him. But if he lost something I was physically attracted to, I'd still be with him. He doesn't agree because he said he loves my body. And if I lost my boobs, he wouldn't be attracted. And the basis of the relationship is sexual attraction. He said he would understand if I lost attraction for him after he lost his balls or muscles. I told him I don't care about his testicles or his body, but he didn't believe me. I understand his point, but it made me feel strange. I just changed the topic because the thought that he'd leave me because I became sick was freaking me out. I've been thinking about it and it makes me feel uneasy. I'm not perfect looking, but I think I'm conventionally attractive and my boyfriend is good looking to me. We work out almost every day and the fitness appearance is very important to him. He does the whole protein drinks and weightlifting stuff, but I feel like cancer is different than if someone were to let themselves go and gain weight.
I'm tired.
I mean, it is late.
No, of this. Specifically.
You tired of these hoes?
It's just, it feels like the bar is so low, guys. You know, we just show up and just love. And I don't even know where to start. Let's start at the beginning part.
Let's start with boobs.
Because I won't deny that initial attractions in relationships do start out physical, right? As superficial as that may be, that is just the truth and the fact of it. There has to be something there that you like looking at or else it just doesn't work, right? But fast forward to now we're in this relationship. But also she did say that the relationship was basically built on, she said that he wouldn't be attracted as the basis of a relationship is sexual attraction. I disagree. I think, well, so is that the same as saying like, I don't feel like the basis of my relationship right now is sexual attraction to my significant other, my husband. I don't. I feel like I am sexually attracted.
This guy,
that's what I'm saying. So they're right. So okay, all of that to say, yeah, you need to leave him. Let's start with that actually.
Yeah, we're still pretty young here, 25 and
Girl.
29. Still plenty of time to start over.
And if you get
Listen,
pregnant, you're going to lose your boobs. He's going to lose access to them if you're breastfeeding. They're going to change. Like, I'm just saying, like, if physicality is going to be the focal point of your relationship, it feels like it's going to be because you're 25 and he's 29.
and you're going to be like that forever.
But we were just talking about how Gravity is a greedy, slutty hoe who's out here pulling on everybody's stuff. Like at some point it's going down for
in the
you
flow.
and for him. And the fact that he thinks that you would care that his balls went somewhere is crazy. Any man thinks that if something happened to their fucking balls, it would actually care about that. Other than if you hadn't procreated with this person, it's like you wouldn't be attracted to me if you didn't have balls.
Because here's what happens
care?
in real life. People lose body parts. They lose hair. They lose abilities, like all kind of stuff. That's what happens in a relationship. So it sounds like this is your boyfriend. This is like your husband.
No,
the
break up
whole
with this
point of
dude.
this is breaking up is a lot easier.
Now, while you're fine too, still and got titties, you need to go ahead and get up out of there.
game.
Yeah, he's the worst. But also too, he's being honest. He's telling you right now. So like,
clarity is kindness.
Right. So he's doing you a solid. He's letting you know who he is. And do you want to build your life with somebody who's telling you explicitly that if you don't look a certain way, I won't be attracted to you because that is the basis of our relationship.
And it's very true. I've heard, you would know better than I would, in the medical industry, a lot of times they let women know when they do get a cancer diagnosis that their partner is probably going to leave them.
I don't know that specifically. I've heard that before. And wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I see it happen in when people lose other aspects of their health, how their partners dash and run. In fact, I'm pretty sure in the Kyla Yu book, she referenced the Confucius sort of
principles.
The principles and stuff. Sorry, from Fetishize. Shout out to you, Kyla. But yeah, she was mentioning that and how like there's these principles that you have to live by. But one reason like why a man can leave his wife is if she gets sick, if she gets a terminal illness. Like you don't have to stick around.
Oh, that was in there.
That is crazy to me. And that's this.
Yeah.
This is why that kind of stuff gets made up, because they know, a lot of men know that I'm not going to be able to handle your presence unless my penis gets hard.
And then let them get a cold.
Oh my God. Let them get a splinter in their finger.
So this woman is saying she doesn't know what to do. We know what to do.
Leave him, girl. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, and you have to think this is someone, when you're in a marriage,
girl,
this is someone who's going to have power of attorney. This is someone you're possibly going to reproduce with. Yeah, and I don't like those protein drinks. So much weird stuff is in there. I feel like my ex started getting super weird when he started drinking that stuff. So I think I don't know. There's just a lot of warning signs here. Learn from the relationship, go for a walk, drink from the same cup, talk about what you've learned from each other, break the cup and walk away.
That's the ritual for you.
Yeah,
girl, get up out of there. I just feel like he's 29. It's sad to think that an almost 30-year-old man doesn't have more depth than this. But of course, again, if he's displaying it to you, believe him for what he's telling you. Take it at face value. He really cares that much about and I'm not saying it's wrong to necessarily have, like wanting to be attracted to your partner. There's nothing wrong with that. But you would hope that there are other things about you that he is attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm sure he ain't the perfect person. I'm sure he's got some shit, and don't wait until like you're 20 years in and he pays a stripper $300 for a beach. A beach. I hate that so much.
See,
first
I
of
brought
all,
it full circle?
Oh my God, you did. Yeah, leave her, girl. I feel like that was the resounding
we
through line.
Into the read.
Yeah, basically, it's like, girl, leave it. But also too, love yourself, because it's kind of like what we talk about all the time, and what everything really comes down to is like you find yourself in situations where you have to decide that you're important enough and that you're good enough. Like, you deserve somebody who's like, something happened to you. You mean to tell me, like,
I feel Kevin Hart had a bit about about how he wouldn't stay with his girl if she got attacked by a shark.
Well, that's not surprising.
No,
and
it
is funny when you say it in a joke though, but you say it in jest because there's probably some truth to it.
Yeah. He's like, I like you because you're hot.
Yeah, because you're hot, and that's it. And you're basically interchangeable because I'm a rich man, and I know that I can swap you out for somebody with all their parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're just parts. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to be more than just parts to a man, and I understand that can take some time.
Yes.
That does take time to build that when they can see you
and
beyond
she didn't
that.
say like how long they've been together either.
No, but that's good. Even if it's shorter, that's even better.
Even better.
Yeah.
And it just reminds me, I've sung it on the show, but I'll sing it again.
Oh my God.
Ladies, love yourself because the shit can get ugly. I won't do the whole thing.
Thank you.
But that's sort of the theme here.
Man.
Yeah, like there are good men out there. There's not enough, but there are good men
There's
out
the potential for them. It's just like, it's the programming. It's the same reason why
we
this
should probably
dad...
go to another country. I feel like... like just places where MAGA hasn't taken hold, because there's a lot. The red pill dudes, like they've.
Honey, you think it's just here? Aww.
That's what I'm saying. A country, not just any other country than here, but there are countries where this isn't the shit, and we got to go to there.
or we can try to create it here. And I think we're doing
That
that on
feels
our
like a lot of
podcast.
work.
It is.
Is this
You said every day
podcast?
you got to fight.
I do.
So you say that all the time.
And this podcast is a lot of work, so we're doing it.
We're doing it. It
We're
takes
doing
more
the
people
work.
calling it out and being like,
And
'cause
subscribing to the Patreon.
subscribing to the Patreon, but it makes me think about the dad. It's the same kind of thing. It's like, you think you want to have kids, but then like the reality of having kids, now you're yelling at them because they're singing a song they love. It's like, get a grip and evolve and be better. Ladies, love yourself a little bit more, expect more. And it's okay to evolve. It's okay to change, and it's okay to figure it out
okay
without.
to like not. This idea too that men think women only want these rippling like this real muscly
balls?
dude.
Girl, I would have broke it up him right when he said that. You think I'm here for your balls? Are you kidding me right now? I'm insulted.
Well, I guess because they were talking about boobs, and he's like, "Well, what do I have two of?"
Right. Or just what do you think women care about or like about
They
a man?
don't know.
Balls? Now, I'm not saying there's not one woman somewhere who just loves balls, but she is an outlier. I'm telling you.
Yeah, if they gotta go,
Come
they
on.
gotta go.
I mean, fuck it. Just I don't need the balls, especially now that I got kids. What the hell I care about them balls? Fuck.
That was a song too on.
There's a song about hating balls.
No, I think it was more celebrating them.
What?
I think it was on 30 Rock. Jenna Maroney had a hit song called Balls. She's like, balls, 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 balls. You know how she is on that balls.
Oh my God! Whether
It was like a hit song during like spring break or
Oh
something.
my gosh!
I need to go back.
That sounds like the trifling house music from Chicago and
Also,
Detroit.
anybody who wants to do a rewatch podcast of 30 Rock, I'll ruin my life and make time for that.
Oh my gosh! That says a lot, friend.
No, I mean, but I would.
that'd be
30
fun.
Rock is a fantastic program.
Oh my gosh!
And yeah, Jenna Maroney's an icon. But yes, that wraps up the Am I the Asshole questions.
Yes, it does. They just made me sad.
They did.
It just made me sad. The patriarchy is a bitch, man.
It does make things difficult and weird.
And I mean the lens in which these women are like, you're trying to. It's crazy. Like you're trying to morph yourself into this thing.
Yeah.
To be desirable. It's so intoxicating. I guess we don't talk enough about how intoxicating the male gaze it really and truly is.
That part.
And I think this is why we find ourselves trying to contort to it. And then by the time you figure it out, you're a little older and they don't want you. And so it's like, it's patriarchy.
Yeah.
But then it's like, hopefully you love yourself
But
enough.
even if they do, you're kind of like,
Ew.
this is so fleeting and it's just going to leave me feeling gross.
And empty. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Self-love, guys. This is what we
Yeah.
go for. And then hopefully you can find an evolved man who also loves himself and expresses himself fully. And he realizes that if you do get cancer, he should just be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Boobs and all.
yeah.
Or not.
And here's the other thing, because I feel like there's also this part of the male psyche. I feel like this happened in like Power, where men fantasize about, I feel like a comedian talked about this too, where they fantasize about finding their like dream woman and falling in love with her, but then she dies so that you're freed up to date somebody else. So it's like,
what's the point of her?
Because it's a guilt way free of getting out of the relationship. Because some men don't want to stay in relationships, but they feel like it's mean to drag this woman along for years and then not, you know.
But if she's your dream woman, what are we even talking about?
Because dreams are fleeting. Like, once again, what is this dream perfect person or whatever? Like, men end up finding out women are people.
Right, we're not two-dimensional paper dolls.
Yeah, like that are just in suspended animation until you engage with us.
And they would love that. Oh, they would love that.
That is the principle of so many sci-fi things about how you make these autonomous, like, synth women, whatever.
Westworld.
Right. So, but once again, once anything gets enough consciousness to understand what it is, it's like, I don't want to hang out with you. So,
so just either be better or leave me alone.
Yeah.
These are the options.
That was Ex Machina. I feel like that would be fun to watch.
that?
That was about this dude who created like a line of like sexy robots and they can, well, spoilers. I don't want to give away the ending, but.
Oh, okay. You can tell me after this, but maybe. Okay, all right. I'm into it. Maybe that'll be the way.
That's the thing.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Hopefully you had fun. You know, we had a lot of fun doing this. So then I guess, oh wait, let me figure out. Hold on. Didn't I just take a picture of it? I'm
I
tired.
was about to say, this comes out after butter. I'm going to go ahead and say, oh my God, butter was so amazing. I hope you guys got to check it out. I hope I saw you there. It's just one of my favorite things that the city puts on, and it goes to other cities now too. It is now officially a traveling art fair that features Black artists, and it feeds my soul every single year. And I also just love what it's called because I love butter.
Patron saint of butter.
Yes.
You're known for butter.
It's so satisfying on a piece of cornbread.
And your skin is like butter. No lie.
That
I'm
tickles.
just saying, sorry. Oh yeah, we're gay now. Was that on the last one or this one? Just kidding, we're not. But
it was on this one
Was
because we
it?
started about Snoop at the top of the episode.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Because you were on Reddit, that's where you had seen
yeah,
Snoop.
see, full circle,
And-
callback. Yeah, apparently that's
got all.
a thing.
And now we're all gay.
yay, because I read gay
And that's why we
literature.
need sex education,
Jeez.
so you can understand that you can't catch gay from a movie.
You just can't. You just can't.
But I sometimes think that's what closeted people do. It's like, I'm not gay. You just showed me that gay thing, and then my thing got all hard, and I wasn't even gay before that.
right, because you've internalized hate for gay people. Yeah, that's so sad.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's like,
my
you know
God.
what? Just if you want to go suck a dick, just go do it and leave everybody else out of it.
Don't put it in a family movie.
Yeah.
God,
it's
that's
just
all I'm
it is to-
asking.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
it.
and just because you mad because Buzz Lightyear's movie, which I ain't even...
I haven't seen it.
Because there's a lesbian couple with a baby. They don't care.
God,
Remember
yeah.
being a child and you weren't studying what grown people were doing because they weren't
It was
interested
boring.
to you?
Yeah, it's like you guys watch the
Remember,
news.
there was a lesbian couple on my street growing up. I didn't even realize it until I was older because it was just two ladies.
or our teacher.
Yeah, oh, I knew he was gay.
I don't think I just didn't think about it though. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it did come out because it was like, but I mean it wasn't even on my radar.
Yeah,
to
because of
think
course
about.
because it's like,
The
what
hell
do you
do I
care? It's like,
care?
I don't want to date him.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you
my
care? But like,
gosh.
yeah, there was like a lesbian couple that lived on my grandmother's street raising their kids. I played with their kids. And I remember just thinking they were like Bert and Ernie, like best friends living together.
Right.
And so I was like, that's so nice.
That
And
is-
they're helping each other
But
out with
that's
the
so
kids.
nice.
That's all I thought. And then later on, I was like, oh, they were clearly boinking.
But now kids are exposed to so much more that they
Yeah.
know the subtext for it because people just,
But
so
it's
I think
no different. I don't know why is the lesbian sex just so threatening?
it's not. It's only when it's two dudes.
But Snoop was mad about the lesbians.
But only because he had to explain it to his kids. Now, if he was just watching two lesbians, that's what I'm saying.
No, he didn't. His kids are grown.
Or
Snoop's-
the kids. Sorry. Our kids. He's worried for us, Kat.
Our
God.
kids.
We already established that Snoop loves the kids.
Snoop is like 60 years old.
Yes, that's the problem.
And has
He
made a
shouldn't be-
bunch of. Okay, we've already
All
started
right, all
this.
right, all right. Deep breath, friend. All
Okay.
right? We're just going to spin the wheel, guys. We got to get out of here because we'll just keep doing this. All right. So let's spin it. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Maybe not ding-a-ling. That's nasty. We already said we don't. All right. So this book is called You're Embarrassing Yourself by Desiree Akhavan. These are stories of love, lust, and movies. So this is another book of short essays.
Caliente.
I'm into it. So we're going to see what we think about it next week, you
Yeah.
guys. So you should come back. You
Please.
should talk to your friends about this show. You should share this show. All right? It is important. We're doing the good work out here, you guys. We're trying. We're trying
We
to
are.
we're trying
And
to
your-
have some positive conversations out here about
And
some
your
stuff.
body belongs to you. We could get
Yes.
messy. Like if we wanted to get the numbers up, we could get. I told you I
And
wanted
it's
to start a podcast beef. Pick a podcaster in the city, and then we say rude, untrue things about them, and just get the ball rolling.
I just really hate that though. It goes against everything that my soul tells me that is. It's like I hate that. No.
Okay, fine.
Like they'd have to know we were joking for me to want to participate.
Of course. But I
Okay.
mean, but it's so much more. You get more when it's like genuine beef, though. I think, but that's fine. I don't want to. Or I could work on getting arrested.
And that's where we're going to wrap things up, guys. We're going to get Kat a nap and some water, okay? Because clearly she's losing it. And we're going to continue to encourage you guys to do the stuff that you love, connect with your family. Don't get arrested if you can help it.
I was just kidding. Kat
have
is
some fun.
law abiding. I don't want those kind of problems.
That's right. And you should.
They're gonna start selling niggas again too. If
Oh my
you've been paying
gosh.
attention.
Let's get out
I'm
of
done.
here. Let's get out of here. Bye, y'all.
Before we go, we must give thanks
Thank you.
to Urban Nerd for providing our music, and legal services were handled by Trezanae M. Atkins.
If you like what you heard,
Please feel free to join us every Wednesday for another fake-ass book club.
cheers. Thank you guys for listening. You can check us out at thefabpodcast.com. Please subscribe, rate, and review our podcast wherever you're listening right now. We want to hear from you. Come put it in our life. Thanks again. And until next time, peace, love, and the Fake Ass Book Club. We out.